sometimes it causes some issues as well, then they reach out to me to get it sorted. And then this is future use segment. Like in future, if you want to include some other dimension, so this is the provision done. So usually it is always 000. So y- mhm, 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 mhm. Yeah, land side has a road as well. I think trucking as well. Rail is a component of it, I believe. But I think Nick will be better person to ask that question from business side. But land side is not only rail. It is something else as well. Yeah. So the thing is, your account balance, like how much is posted in functional currency, as in Australian dollar, in your revenue account or receivable account or payable account, you can split across these many combinations, right? So, for example, you may say that, okay, in my land side, in IT, how much was expense, something like that. So you can just specify these value and that balance will be split and you can see that. So that is why this entire thing is called chart of account structure. Like what is your segment 1, segment 2, segment 3? In Oracle parlance, it is called chart of account structure. It is nothing but arrangement of your segments. Okay. So suppose tomorrow you bring up a new company. So what happens is we set up a new company here in the system. It starts showing up for transactions. Then you can specify 7208 and then you can check with accountants, like is there a range of analysis codes that they use for rail. So for example, for with rails they may be using a specific analysis codes, so that's how they may be maintaining it, but then you will have to check that with them. Analysis codes. So that you can ask with the accountants, maybe Vivian may be the right person. She can tell you, like if they are identifying rail with an analysis code, or maybe they have some dedicated account specified with it. So that is more business inside basically. I may not be that deep into business, but then they will be having some, or maybe they have some cost center, I don't know, but definitely it will be under 7208. Natural account will be there. So they may be making use of cost center, or they may be using analysis codes. It's up to them, like how they are identifying it. So this is all chart of account basically. Okay. So the thing is, let me show you one more thing. I think I need to run a session because this is a new thing. If we haven't seen Oracle before, then it may take a while to. Let me show you something. Let me open the test environment because this one is running slow since morning. Uh, I'll just. So I'll see something maybe later half of the next week. I may plan something. Because right now it's pretty packed up for me. Piled up issues are there actually. This is something called, okay. So once you have access, I will give you a brief in that training session, all of it. So if you go to journals here, yes, yes, yes. Okay. So guides, I will send you over email if it allows me to, because it's big guide. Or else I will try to find some way to share with you. Because with DP Word, like people with DP Word email, I can just send it in the Teams also. So So for example, if you see here, journal, okay, so journal is basically journal batch, and then each journal batch can have n number of journals. Like structure is one to many. One batch can have 1 to 500, whatever number of journals you want. And then in journal you specify your ledger in which in which ledger you are posting. Why? Because as a product you can have access to multiple ledgers. You can be working for Singapore, you can be working for Australia. Currently I have only access for Australia, probably that is what you will see as well. So in the primary ledger we go select the legal entity. Then you would also know, like, if you are working for land side, then what is the legal entity for that one. I Yeah, this is the legal entity. Yeah, that I am showing you. So here you can say, maybe I'm just taking an example. Everything has its importance. So let's take a manual journal here, and then you see here account. Now you have to specify your debit and credit accounts. So in your journal, it's all about debits and credits, right? So we can specify a debit account. Usually this is a very low volume transaction. It all comes from subledgers, from system transactions. But you see your chart of account here, right? Company, cost center account, intercompany, everything. So in company, if you go, you will be able to find your company code, because I have selected the legal entity. So it will be coming based on that. I can search, because I oversee all the entities, so I will have access to almost all of them, but probably you will have only 7208. Um, it picks from the legal entity only, I think. It will not take port and terminal here, but yeah, so it will just default. Then you specify your cost center like this, like, and then system governs like what is allowed and what is not allowed. Okay, so those rules are already in place. Controller has put those, Lisa has put those controls. So like which combination will be permitted and not permitted, that is governed basically. So I'm just taking randomly. So, and some analysis code, for example, if it is petty cash, right? Petty cash is an asset account, so maybe it can be a balance sheet account. Let me see if it accepts. If it doesn't accept, it will be, it's not allowing me. Something is coming up here, but you would know the right account, like what is permissible account, right? So you just specify like this, what is your company code, and then what is, what are other values, and you specify your debit amount, and then you do the same thing for credit account and put the credit amount, and that will be your manual journal. However, we don't use this interface to post journals, okay? Because your lines will be, you will have many debit accounts and many credit accounts, whole heap of things will be there. So a team uses something called Excel. So for example, if you go here, uh, so this is one simple journals you can do like this, but if you want to do through Excel, yeah, so you have something called create journal in a spreadsheet. So you can click here, and then yeah, it will give you the template, and you just have to say enable editing. For this, you need to install ADFDI, which I believe they might have installed. Otherwise, we will see. And then again, it will ask you to log in. So once you log in, it gets connected to Oracle Fusion. So your Excel is now connected to Oracle Fusion. This Excel functionality is not Smart View. This is ADFDI. We have to have a different plugin in place. So you can see here, right? My journal information is all defaulted. And then we can just select the values and populate everything, and then just click submit. So what happens is all data is uploaded and posted into General Ledger. Yeah. Yeah, it will be posted. I'll display that, but let me prepare for that one because I don't have any test data and anything. So maybe later next week, because I have some commitments to fulfill. Once I do it, maybe on Wednesday, let's catch up and plan for that training thing. So maybe I can take an hour or so with yourself and all other new people who have joined, so that it may help. Yep. Let me see if allows me to, because attachment and then oh, training. So if I go for training here, this is fixed asset, and I think you would be requiring these because this is what Vivian also uses most of the time. 3 MB. Hopefully it reaches you. All right. I need to rush now. What I will do is like go through this documentation, and then